that for me, I've had a lot of those experiences that you shared, like where my fascination and my desire for God's truth upon first hearing it was so overwhelming that I thought I was going crazy.
Yep.
And that I thought, if I go further with this, I'm going to lose my life. Like, not my physical body, but the life that I have built.
The life sort of that you've come to think you love, sort of thing.
Yeah. And what happened was it did tear down it exposed all of the untruth in my life, and what was left was truth. Anything that remained was truthful and loving.
Yeah.
And that was tricky to go through, as you know. It was pretty devastating to see how much untruth I had built in my life and how much had been built up around me.
Yeah.
But it's such a good feeling to come out the other end.
Yeah, it is.
And also to feel like to face kind of the fire of your own kind of insanity or craziness and come out the other end and go, actually, no, there's a lot of crazy, and and a lot of people are buying crazy as
reality.
real.
Yeah.
And you know, just to go on that journey is like so many people step back from that fire, and yet it is just like the creation. Like, how can we become who God created us to be if we are not willing to go through those sort of journeys, you know?
Yeah, there's a really good illustration in the Bible that says the fire of truth, you know, it purifies the soul. You know?
That's what I nearly said, if we don't go through that initiation of fire, because it sort of feels like that.
But it only feels like that because of all the error, dying, you know, the reality is that for the majority of us, we've imbibed so much error over the course of our lifetime that mostly we're full of error. And so when we come face to face with the truth, the majority of us have huge emotional reactions to it because there's so much error there, and there's so much pain and suffering associated with the error that the truth exposes, that there's so many emotions you're going to have to go through just to get beyond the other side of that. And the average person doesn't want to have the experience of those hard emotions, and so they'd prefer to just sort of avoid the fiery experience. But it's a very essential part for your happiness, because you don't realise a lot of times that it's the lies that you're worried about giving up that actually are causing all your pain and suffering. Yeah.
It's such a mind sort of screw up that you're living in, and you don't realise. And this is if you love truth, it's going to take you on this journey. And it's not like I'm talking like it's finished. It's not finished. No. I'm still on it, you know, but the fire doesn't feel as hot anymore. It's like, well, you
get to a point, don't you, where there's no such thing as the fire of it anymore. It just feels good all the time, you know.
And you know, there's still things I'm going to change. There's still things I'm going to have to, that I think are real now, that are going to have to be given up in favour of God's. But that's like a happiness now.
Yeah. You know. On a cold winter's day, you know, it's pretty uncomfortable, isn't it, on a cold winter's day? You know, sometimes overseas, you know, we've got to go to like Sweden in the middle of winter, right? So it was minus, 30 outside. One of the days was minus 40 nearly. You're in that sort of kind of weather for just a few minutes, and it's pretty uncomfortable, right? And really, to me, that's what the atmosphere of the earth is a bit like. It's just this frozen, fear-based atmosphere that's so really traumatic to live in. To me, the truth is like going from that into a warm fire, there is a fire in there, to keep you warm, and you go into a warm house, warm fire, keeping you warm. And now you can sort of be relaxed and be more comfortable, and you're not afraid for dying anymore, And it really is the same effect, having the truth in your life. And this is why, if you feel the truth is actually making you more afraid, then it's not the truth you're feeling. Right? Because the truth is actually going to make you less afraid. The truth is going to make everything happier, not harsher. You know? And if you believe it is making you harsher, then you've got some false beliefs that you just have to give up because it's not true. Yeah. We could talk a lot about truth, eh? I did do some presentations some years ago, for those of you who might not have seen them, where I talked about, I think it was the 13 or 14 aspects of truth over a course of a few months of discussions. Qualities or principles of truth, I think I called it. It's really worth, if you haven't seen that, to have a look at that. And it will help you have a lot more confidence in the truth, in your life. Yeah.